Hey YouTube, Wes here checking in with a brand new episode of The Vinyl Survivor. Welcome to another fast and dirty edition of The Vinyl Survivor. This is going to be just quick. I'm trying to get caught up on these. I've been listening to a lot more than I've been able to make Vinyl Survivor videos, so I just need to breeze through a bunch of these and sort of get caught back up because I'm sort of getting overwhelmed with the albums I have set aside ready to go for these shows. So we're just going to go ahead and breeze through a bunch of episodes of this and try to get caught back up. So let's get into it. First one I got here needs not too much introduction. I'm sure most of you know this album well, and that is Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. I believe I've spoken about it in the past. I do have a Mobile Fidelity reissue of this that they did a couple years back. This is an original pressing in very, very beautiful condition, so definitely have a nice original as well as the MoFi reissue. Mercury label. And yeah, me being a child of the 80s, I love Tears for Fears. I love these songs. I grew up with these songs, and yeah, this one's absolutely definitely a well-loved album in my collection, and absolutely keeping this one and the Mobile Fidelity pressing, so I have one of each. That one's staying. Next up, continuing on, this is another one from the Monkees collection. Solo debut album, or not debut album, solo, I think it is debut as well, but solo album from Davy Jones on Cole Pix Records. I don't know if that's related to Cole Gems. Guessing it is. That's pretty cool. It's on a different label, golden label. It says Cole Pix on it. It's a nice solo album from Davy there. Or David. Alright, this next one is another one for my National Geographic collection. This one is The Music of Spain, Volume 1, Andalusia, which I don't know if there ever was a Volume 2, but you know, these are sort of historic recordings, not historic recordings, but recordings of traditional music of different countries. They have, you know, all different countries. They have Greece, they have a lot of different releases, and I do like to collect these. This is given to me by a good local friend here in town, music collecting friend Mike. Picked this one up for me. And as usual, the National Geographic series, they have a lot of nice pictures and words talking about the region of Spain and the different types of music there and the history of looking at Spain from a musical perspective. So really nice to sort of see the pictures and read through these and sort of get to know the country through its music. There is the vinyl itself, custom label, National Geographic's Music of Spain. Definitely a keeper in my collection, and always on the lookout for these. I think I have most of them pretty much now, but yeah, nice to have. Enjoyable if you got a curious ear, if you want to learn some history through music. Those are good. Those are a good way to go if you find them. All right, moving on to something completely different. This is a bit of hip hop. This is Aesop Rock with the Impossible Kid. 2016 is the year on this one. Really great hip hop artist, an artist I hadn't listened to before getting this. I'm not sure where I got this now. I picked this up somewhere online. Yeah, really good. Dug this one a lot. This guy is a great lyricist. The music is great. Yeah, really dug this album. Glad I picked it up. Glad I gave it a chance. Really nice packaging too as well. Comes with this gigantic poster. This killer artwork on it. I'll try to show a bit of it. It's a two-sided poster as well. Yeah, there's just no way I'm going to be able to share this all with you, but it's huge. It's awesome. I don't know if I'd ever be able to hang this up anywhere, but it's cool to sort of pull out and look at. And the inner sleeves have more artwork, but they're just sort of line drawn. 2 LP set. First LP is on a neon green vinyl. Yeah, that's really green. it's that bright. But it fits the album artwork very nicely. And then the second LP is on a less bright pink color. But yeah, Definitely fits the album artwork well, and a great album. And I think I'm probably going to spin this one more time before I put it away, because I really enjoyed this and I haven't listened to it in a little while. So yeah, definitely highly recommend if you're into hip hop. Check out The Impossible Kid from Aesop Rock. Staying in the hip hop vein, got a classic one here. This is Nas's Illmatic. I believe this was the 20th anniversary, a reissue with the different artwork on it. Yeah, one I didn't have on vinyl, wanted to grab it. Not much needs to be said about this one. If most people have probably heard it or heard some of it by now. It's definitely a classic in the hip hop genre. It's the Columbia label. Just a black vinyl pressing. All right, next up, a bit of I don't know, indie pop, I guess you could call it. This is Juliana Barwick with Will. Does a lot of things with sort of vocal manipulation, really cool sounding pop music. Really dig this one a lot. There's a piece of artwork that goes in this one. This is a 2016 release from her. Plain black inner sleeve, not much going on there. And the vinyl itself is, they call it rose gold, but it's more of a marble rose color, I guess you could say. Not really much gold going on there. It's very sort of a pinkish marble sort of color. Nice nonetheless. RTI pressing sounds great. Do recommend this one. So yeah, if it's really difficult to explain. As I said, she does these sort of manipulations of her voice with electronics and stuff, and it's pretty unique and a pretty cool sound. So if you're into, if you have an interested ear and a curious ear, definitely check Juliana Barwick out. Definitely recommend her. All right, staying in the somewhat electronic vein, but going into pure sort of electronic kind of stuff. This is John Carpenter's Lost Themes 2. If you're into that sort of 70s electronic movie score kind of sound, then you'll dig this stuff up. If you're into the newer sort of Stranger Things kind of soundtrack as well, that sort of electronic soundtrack kind of work, John Carpenter is the king of it, I would say. And yeah, this is a nice release of unreleased, previous unreleased works from him. There's a photo of him that shows through the front cover. Get cutouts there. Download card. It's on black vinyl, released through Sacred Bones Records. So that one's definitely highly recommended, staying in the collection. All right, next thing I got here, another great soundtrack, modern soundtrack to the movie Into Darkness, Star Trek Into Darkness by Michael Giacchino. Definitely dig his soundtrack work on these movies. Yeah, really great scores on these, and a little bit more traditional movie scores. Very much orchestrated kind of scores, but good music, good very emotional kind of music, and definitely dug hearing this on vinyl. Nice liner notes there and photo. And there is the vinyl itself, black vinyl, nice heavy weight, mastered by Chris Bellman. I'm not sure where this was pressed at. I'm not seeing any markings that are giving it away for me quickly. But yeah, nice sounding record. Chris Bellman knows what the hell he's doing. So yeah, if you enjoyed the Star Trek score, that one's out there, and it's definitely recommended from me. All right, moving on. A couple more here. We got a piece of country music, or I guess you could call this country. It's kind of sort of the new sort of independent alt country kind of sound. This is Sturgill Simpson's A Sailor's Guide to Earth. Well-loved release from him. Beautiful album. Nice gatefold on this one. Yeah, just killer. It's like country meets Pink Floyd at times. It's kind of spacey, and it's excellent. Definitely highly recommended. If for some reason you haven't heard this album already, definitely do recommend giving it a try. There's a nice inner sleeve with lyrics on it. Maybe if you're a country person, you want to check out something that's a little more rock and roll, or if you're a rock and roll person, you want to check out something that's a little more country. definitely has that crossover kind of feel to it. Nice black vinyl pressing. And nicely, this one also comes with a physical CD copy, which is always nice because you have higher quality than just an MP3 download, so that's really, really nice. I do appreciate that. So yeah, Sturgill Simpson's Sailor's Guide to Earth. Yeah, good one. Definitely a keeper in my collection. All right, and last but not least, we have something sort of could be seen as sort of a novelty record, but I really enjoy this. This is sort of fun, and I love Cats. It's no secret, and I love Lil Bub, and this is a Lil Bub's album, Science and Magic. So we got Lil Bub along with some sort of electronic, spacey kind of sounds. Really cool sounds. Really dug here on this one. This is, as I said, it's sort of a novelty, but it's fun and it's enjoyable and it's not just cheesy. This one does come with a movie poster, which is cool. And then the vinyl itself is designed to match Lil Bub's eyes. So there you go. Green eye. Pressed at GZ vinyl. So that's it. Lil Bub's Science and Magic finishes out this episode. All of these albums survived. All great albums. Definitely had a all killer, no filler episode here. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day or great night. Please stay tuned and we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.